So a big app here.
Yep.
I know that I'm an adult and I have permission from one myself, but I've also, just because I feel like it's a respect thing of us and my mum, if I can get one. So my consent form is signed.
Okay.
Yours isn't.
No.
I did give it to you to sign. You haven't got to sign
Well, I
yet.
thought it was kind of a bit of a half joke, to be
No,
totally
serious.
honest.
I said it last night through email.
Okay.
Legally, I need your consent to do this, or someone's consent, someone to a guardian.
Okay. Do you want me to? All right. What, like my mum? Would that be fine?
You can call your mum to see if you can get a tattoo.
Yeah. I'll do it. I'll do it now. Hey, mum. It's me. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. How are you? Great wins, the Saints.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? Speaking of, I am actually getting that tattoo today, but Dan needed some permission from either you or my dad, and Dad didn't pick up. So is it okay if I get a
Are
tattoo?
you serious? Did you seriously try your father before me?
Yeah, well, I just sort of, yeah. Look, to be honest, I did, because I thought he'd say yes. Is it all right?
I'm offended. So you want to get a tattoo?
Yeah, well, I'm getting one, but Dan said I
Consent.
need consent from a parental guardian.
Couple of questions.
Yep.
What sort of tattoo?
Stickman, the stickman, St Kilda stickman.
See, you got to think twice about that, mate. You would be on a serious high today from that win.
It's true.
Too much.
You're going to get a series of losses. And which part of your body are you having?
Just all back.
All back, like just like down my spine.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
So I'm pretty excited.
I'm pretty excited. Dan told me to say I'm pretty excited. So I can get it.
Yeah, look, to be fair, I was just going to say if it was anywhere on your body where you could see it, the Saints get a run of losses, you're going to want to cut your leg or your arm off. But given it's on your back,
Yep.
I'm not worried about you doing that. So, yes, you have my permission.
Thanks, Mum.
Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh, that. So you're
Right,
good.
we're on.
All right, let's get him in here. Let's get him.
Hey guys, welcome to the Dan Does Footy podcast. You can find more of Dan Does Footy on the website, Spotify, YouTube, and social media. Lids off. See ya.
There was heaps of sick kids, and I was like, where are they? Kick him harder. Kick him all harder. Punch him in the face. I'm bloody horizontally challenged, if you get what I mean. Boner. Tough crowd today. Should we say this is the line? If you don't hear the next bit, it's over the line? Okay, so if you don't hear the next bit, I've got over the line. Who's just walked past Punt Road? He dips him. Hey guys, this is huge. This is massive. They keep rolling in here. I don't know why they keep coming in, but they do. He's a premiership player. He's a 3-time premiership player. Disrespectful say 1 time. 3-time, and now the best tattooist in Australia. I'm calling it right now. Jason Castagna, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Hi, mate. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us. I'm great.
Good.
Great to be here.
Mate, thank you. We're super excited. This has been a long time. Not actually, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Not a long time.
Maybe
at all.
quicker.
3 weeks, so...
Feels like a long time for me. 'Cause it's all
I mean,
I've been
I don't know if you
thinking
can
about.
feel his nervous energy. How nervous are you, actually?
I'm shitting myself.
And you said you wanted to get it on the back of your...
Well, I
Bicep.
thought back of the arm, back of the bicep, but sort of off mic, it looks like that is a silly choice. Or?
I just thought I was expecting maybe like a high leg or bum or something, but I'm wrapped. I'm actually wrapped to here. The back of biceps.
Yeah.
Good. You get to show it off.
Okay.
Yeah, it's brave.
It's brave.
Yeah, it's brave because you're...
It's pain for me. That's the thing that I'm in my
Yeah.
head about.
Probably better there pain wise then.
Okay.
I'd
Yeah.
say.
So you're going to pop... Jason's going to pop your tattoo cherry, which is huge. Where's the worst place to get it? Because I got that Stewie Jew one on my ass and it's no good.
Arse is pretty sore.
Yeah.
Ribs is typically pretty bad. Guts. Probably where you usually think it's going to suck.
Isn't everything on bone, they say, hurts?
Yeah, actually, knee's pretty average. I reckon.
The knee
Ankle?
cavity, yeah.
A lot of boys
Ankle
with the
pretty
ankles,
average.
Yeah.
There's not many good spots, I guess.
Nah.
Is there?
It's not good.
Yeah.
Mate, how are you going? Post footy, like you're quite remarkable because you won 3 flags and you just like, hey, I don't want to do footy anymore. And then move out of the footy bubble into tattooing. Like, how's things?
Yeah, good. I mean, I think, yeah, it worked out. Like, it's been pretty smooth transition, I feel, which I didn't really expect
Yeah.
100%. I did kind of take a bit of a leap, but I was just, I was finishing, well, the last couple of years of my footy career, I was just kind of getting over it a bit. I wasn't enjoying it as much. And I kind of knew that I wanted to, move out, but I just didn't really know what I wanted to do. And then I'd been tattooing a little bit, just like mucking around, and thought, I spoke to some people and kind of realized it actually could be like a decent career path. And once I kind of had a crack at that and started really like trying to pursue it, I was pretty confident that it was going to work out. And I got to a point where I was like, I reckon if I just kind of have a crack here, it'll all work out. And yeah, lucky enough, it kind of did.
Yeah, because it's pretty scary. Like, you come off the back of literally winning 3 flags. Like, things are going well. You could have easily been like, you know what, I could keep playing, really. Like, you'd still be playing if you wanted to. But like, you're like, I don't enjoy it anymore. I'm done. Like, that's a brave thing and a hard thing to do, not knowing what's in this real world. Like, surely that would have been like, okay.
Yeah, it's funny because there was like bits, because obviously, I don't know, I feel like you actually had been through a similar kind of scenario. But yeah, it seemed like the risky thing to do to kind of leave footy and that, and the brave thing to do. But then the longer I kind of stayed in it, and things got a bit harder and stuff, and it takes a toll on your mental health and that, you're thinking like it's just becomes quite obvious. And the risky thing would be to have stayed in footy and just kept on battling away when I didn't want to be there. So it actually, in a good way, it was clear as day to me at the end. And I mean, it was just, I guess it's just like anything, like, people get over their jobs and 100%. Don't want to do it anymore. It's probably a bit more elevated because it's in the spotlight and it's footy and it's a lot of people's dreams, which it was mine once. But I guess had enough and wanted to move on.
It's a smart move, and it's brave, yes, but it's also the best thing for you. It's smart, and there's so many people, I'm sure, that are listening to this right now, going to work or are listening, driving home from work, who are in jobs they don't want to be in, but can't really be like, I'm out of here. So to do that is a credit to you, mate, because it's just easy to stay in a place of comfort. So I asked you out there, did you have any tattoos when you started playing footy?
Not when I started, but as in I had a few. I think my first was maybe when I was like 21, maybe 20.
I felt like it was a year where we saw you play for a year, and then like the next year was like, okay, now you just had tattoos everywhere. Like, they popped up everywhere. So is it just something that you like, I love tattoos, I'd love to get them on me, or you were fascinated with like, because there was a tattoo gun in the bubble as well, which we spoke about, which is hilarious. So how did you get into tattooing first?
It's funny. I don't think I ever consider myself someone like, and I feel like maybe a lot of people probably like this in tattooing. They don't really ever see like, I'm going to be covered in tattoos at some point. But I essentially started tattooing, or started like, getting into it when in lockdown. Was bored. I just, I kind of always liked art, and I just bought a tattoo machine on eBay, and I was like, I'm just going to, me and my housemates, we might just do some tats, do some silly ones, like chuck them up on the high thigh and the bum, whatever.
Yeah. That's the most manly thing I've ever heard.
And then, I kind of just mucked around with it for there, and it's like quite addictive. So I kind of just started going down on my legs and covering them up a bit, and all was just a bit of fun. I guess. And then it kind of just, from there got a bit carried away. Yeah.
The funniest story coming out of the bubble for me, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that people talk about, but the story about you guys having tattoo guns in the bubble, and then like after rounds of footy, blokes would be like, we're bored during the week. Like, there's only so many beaches we can go to, or cafes. They'd go like to your room or someone else's room, just get tattoos on them just for the sake of getting tattoos. So like every round you'd see like new tattoos on Richmond boys or whoever it might be. Like is that how it was? Like everyone's like, let's go to your room and get a tattoo.
Yeah, it was quite amazing how like so many people, how much people you realize are like willing and happy to get a tattoo when it's like they know who's doing it. And I don't know, it's convenient. Like, you don't need to go into a studio. Even like, granted as well that I was dog shit at tattooing, like, and they're still willing to just come and get
what you want to
hear. At the time, and
That's
people
so
were
funny.
just
How many
willingly
did Dusty
giving up
get?
there.
Dusty would have got.
I think Dusty. I've given him. I gave him a couple, but no, it wasn't. It wasn't so much. I think he hasn't gotten tattooed in a while. I think he went hard early and got over it. But
was there anyone rogue who came in your room and was like, give me one? Like, who just like, I would never have picked for you to come into my room and say, I'd love a tattoo, please.
Did Dimmer.
Dimmer was ready to go. We had like a bit of a bet on the line. If only I could kick straight. If I kicked 3 goals straight, I think that season he would get a tat on. He would let me tattoo something on him. And
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was, but yeah, he was down. Like we shook hands.
That's so good.
Yeah, I tattooed one of the coaches once. They were like,
That's
one
great.
night. That's pretty funny.
I love that. I love that. So when you're starting out, because obviously it's not something you like, because it's permanent forever. You can't just go and be like, okay, I'm going to go be a chippy. If I can put some like a nail in a plank of wood, if I fuck it up, it's okay because it's just a plank of wood. Like tattooing is someone's skin. How'd you go to start? Because I know that it'd be so terrifying on someone's actual skin to be like, okay, it's forever. Is that like feeling of maybe fucking someone's skin up like a real thing and it's there or not?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Like I think I remember the first time I did it, like I tattooed again, lockdown. We had a few drinks as well, and me and my housemates were doing something, and I just thought I was an absolute wizard tattooing, and it was like I was tattooing. Like my housemates wanted like their fingers tattooed, like their ribs, like just places that like even experienced tattooers are like pretty kind of like tough spots still. And I was just like, and like they didn't turn out horrific, but they weren't good. And I just had this like confidence for something, probably the piss, I guess.
Yeah.
But like,
but you probably need it though to be able to do it because it's like one of those things like barbers always say when they're first doing hair. It's like you need people to voluntarily submit their hair or their skin so you guys can actually learn how to do it all. Yeah, which is crazy.
You haven't had anything to drink today, have you?
That's why you're so confident. Cool. Do you watch any footy anymore or not? Or you?
Yeah, I do. I do. I actually quite like. I enjoy watching the footy a lot more now. I'd say that I'm out of the game, and it's you don't have any like real investment other than wanting to see your mates do well and your team do well. But I actually am enjoying watching it a lot more now.
It's way different. I think you actually find the passion and joy back when you're not out there. You're like, I actually can enjoy this right now. This is good. Hey mate, we're super keen. If people want to get a tattoo out there, where can we find you?
So I'm at Carlisle Tattoo Co. There's 2 studios. I'm at 126 Carlisle Street, St Kilda. So
book in with you. Yeah. And Fat Doodles, Instagram?
Fat Doodles. Yeah. PH_Fat_Doodles.
Yeah, love that.
Is the Instagram handle. So.
Yeah. Find you there. Hey, if you want to chat, go and see Jay. So right now, Ollie, are you ready to do this or not?
Oh, my hands are so sweaty.
I can't wait. We'll chuck some stuff on socials. So we're going to go tatted, then we'll come back and then
finish
we'll
the episode.
All right, done. Let's do it.
Sweet.
Hey, also, thank you, mate. Sorry, thank you so much, mate. Appreciate coming today, mate.
Pleasure.
I'm glad that everything post-footy's worked out and we're super stoked to have you here, mate. So thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Brother. Tell you what, they don't tickle. I tell you what, that's your first one as well.
Yeah, I am.
How are you feeling?
Do I regret it?
You didn't take it well at all. What was the pain like? Did you expect it to be worse or better? The pain? Because they don't tickle.
It was about par. It was about what I thought.
Because it's if anyone if you don't have ink out there, you wouldn't know the feeling. Like once you get ink, it's just like it's a slippery slope. You keep getting them.
So do you think that give it a week maybe when my stickman's looking good and everything's fine, maybe I'll get that buzz. Like I'll be like, I need another one right away.
You should get it take all the layering off all the protective stuff and get it real like dry and crusty and infected. That's always best for it as well.
You're going to have to run me through a protection plan.
Just need the cream, mate.
Just cream?
Yeah, cream. So you've got stickman. We'll tell everyone what you got.
Yep, I've got the St Kilda stickman after a historic 2-point win against the top of the table Swans.
YouTube will probably see this. It's a visual thing, isn't it?
It
Seeing
is.
a tattoo. Podcast listeners right now won't understand what's happening, but you got stickman.
Yeah, I got a stickman, and you got
inspired by Sam Mitchell.
Yep,
the trophy cabinet story. If you haven't heard this and you're a first time listener, Sam Mitchell in his playing days got an empty trophy cabinet in his house, and when people came over, they said, "Hey Sam, there's nothing in that trophy cabinet," and he goes, "I know. When I win a Brownlow, I'm putting my Brownlow in there," and that inspired him to go out and try and win a Brownlow. Did he win one in the end?
Well, technically.
Oh, that's right, technicality.
Yeah.
So for me, I've got an empty premiership cabinet next to my lids off tap to inspire the boys to go out there and win a premiership.
Now, when they do, and they will, at some point.
When? Yeah, keyword.
Let's just say, for argument's sake, if it's this year.
Could be.
How do you envision doing it? Do you wait until, the buzz dies down like a week after, or is it siren blows, you've got someone ready to go within the hour?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a siren go job. We go to a tattoo shop and have a few drinks there. And
Well, because
celebrate.
everyone's already got their medals.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Can't take it off me then.
Yeah.
Once it's official, it's official. We'll do that. We'll go
Okay,
down.
nice.
Yeah. Also thinking about maybe, if he's keen, getting Jace to the grand final party, do some tattoos.
Oh, I love that.
You could go again. Another stick man. Your body's just full of stick man sleeve.
No, I love that. That'd be like the barbers that were at Dusty's 300th.
Giving dusty cuts. Yeah.
That Dusty cuts.
We might get a barber in there as well. Some people look good on the day.
What? This is
I have no idea. We're a bunch of random stuff. The grand final day is coming together. It's a party
everyone's
we're
just
organising. It's coming together.
tatted up, and we've got
Tats,
mohawks
haircuts,
and-
spears.
Yeah.
It's just all going to happen there. So, hey, everyone,
it
welcome to this week of footy. A bit has happened in the start of the show.
Hmm.
You're up and about. You've got a pep in your step. Go on, get it all out.
I don't think I can get it all out.
No.
Not legally. It has been just like the best 24 hours.
Yeah, real, mate. This is from me to you.
I thank
Here
you.
I am like a bloody idiot calling you guys boring,
Yeah.
snooze fest. You guys will get smacked by 100 points. That was super impressive. I don't know how you did it, but wow. And the rest of the league, we thank you, St Kilda, for your service.
Well, look, it's not for everyone beating Sydney, and down at Moorabbin, it's certainly something that we can do. And look, it was, I can officially say as well, over 30,000 people there yesterday.
Thanks to Sydney.
True, but
Yeah.
there were 30,000 people there, and the St Kilda fans did really, really show up. It was great. Like, it was awesome. The lid of the roof.
Right off.
Just see you later.
I mean, legally can't come off, but
No,
if
legally,
it could
but
have, it
certainly
would have been.
metaphorically.
Mate, you were very impressive. They were actually, I was watching the game at home and, we'll talk about it later when we do the review, but at halftime, I think we all went, this isn't going to happen. Like, St Kilda cannot kick goals. They got no Max King. Their DNA isn't let's pile on 5 in a row and get ourselves back in a game. It's literally like, let's drag a good team down with us and just stay down and not score. So to do that was without Max King.
Or Caminiti as well, because I actually really rate Anthony
Camo who?
Caminiti. The Hammer, come on.
The Hammer, I know Hammer.
And so, like, it was a bit of a makeshift forward
Membry,
line. Like, it was,
Higgins.
Yeah, it was pretty unbelievable. Yeah, no, I just had the best day. It started on the way in as well. Callum Wilkie and Dan Butler pulled up next to me at the lights.
Did you give him a bit of tongue action?
And they went, Ollie. That was actually very good. Everyone calling out to me when I walked back off the field, going, Ollie, show us your tongue.
Did you do it?
Yeah, a couple
That's
of
a new
times.
thing you
Go,
do.
"What's
It's
up,
a weird
everyone?"
thing to do. How was your energy yesterday, emceeing?
Yeah, it's good. There's Channel 7 have this awesome bit of footage of me and Andrew Bassett.
Oh my God.
I was smacking my notes up against the wall. Like I went off. I was absolutely sicko. It was awesome.
You did lots of because the post game you put something in your story.
Yep.
You went out for a high five with the boys coming in. No high fives, but lots of let's fucking goes.
Yeah,
let's goes.
heaps of LFGs, which is all that really
Did
matters.
anyone get around you player wise or not?
Yeah. Not
Yeah.
so much then because like that's their moment
Yeah,
and their
fair enough.
family and stuff. But
Yeah.
on the field when I got to interview Jack Steele,
You touch him?
Yeah.
He's good looking too.
He's very good looking.
He's good looking.
Touched Brad Hill, touched Showmaker, and I touched Cal Wilkie, and I think that's all.
Okay. Relax.
There's a beep. But look, an unbelievable day, and just you can't wipe the smile off my face. It's great.
well done, mate. You deserve it. Well, we've had very opposite weekends.
Yeah.
Saturday night, I sit there and just deserved everything that came my way.
Yeah.
Really did. A humbling experience. Really got humbled. Lid not back on, but like we're locating the lid to make sure it's around.
Yeah.
For sure. Just a weird game as a Blues bagger. Like it was just, again, just got my hopes up and now I've got to run Gatorade, lose by, run by. We're back on this month.
Yeah.
First week was last week, win, so it didn't matter. This week against the Giants, up by 50 points. My left hip's going, how good's that? Then to be down by 40, I went, oh no. And then lose by 12. 12Ks in the bank, which isn't a bad result, really.
It's a good run though. Like that's
It's still a decent run, mate. My left hip is cooked. So about this, I went and got this is actually serious. I went and got a scan on last Thursday.
okay.
But it's been sore since the last one I did. So we got a scan on the Thursday, and then on Friday morning, the doc calls, and he never calls unless something's wrong. So he goes, hey, mate, you around? I want you to come and look at something in your left hip. I was like, oh, fuck, that's not going to be good.
No.
So I go in there and he goes, how you feeling? I said, look, I'm pretty sore. Like, I can't sleep on my back. I can't sleep on my side. It's really giving me grief. Like, I've got to do the run now because, I'm still doing the lose by, run by Gatorade. I'm a bit nervous about it. I don't think I can really run. He goes, all right, I want to show you something. So you go in and he goes, look, in my 30 years of being a doctor, I've never seen anything like this in your hip. And he puts a scan in that machine that has a light behind it, puts it in there.
X-ray.
And I go, what is that? He goes, yep, that's a German Shepherd in your left hip socket. I've never seen anything like that. I was like, are you telling me, Doc, I've got a dog in my left hip? He said, yep. Yeah, you do. So you're telling me I've got 3 canines running around in my chest and one is stuck in my left hip? That's weird. Don't you think that's weird, Doc? Said, yep. So you're still going to run? I said, you bet your ass I'm going to run. Ran home.
And then you ran home.
From South Melbourne to Port Melbourne.
And how do you feel that joke went?
Better in the shower. Definitely better in the shower.
No, I respect it.
Yeah, that was good. So
Wow.
I'm fine. Bring on all the losses, I say. More running, the better.
Yeah, that's
for Gatorade.
preferable. Is there a moment in the game when you think about
Second
it? Because
quarter.
obviously, right. But like, are you more focusing on Carlton losing or you running kind of thing?
Well, I knew the game was over halfway through the third.
Yeah.
Like that was gone. So now it turned.
So then it switches.
It switches
Yeah.
to, okay, I've got to run this now.
Yeah.
And then the 40 points behind wasn't great. I generally think 50 is my threshold, then I'm out.
Okay.
But we've got 12 now, so that's fine. I can do 12.
Could you walk the rest?
Nah, I'm not walking it. Like I did last one, I'm not walking it. I'm running it. I can stop and take breaks and like take some food and some fluid in, but I refuse to walk any distance. I will stop there and stretch on the spot and then go again and walk and,
Good man.
run where I need to. But grim weekend. We spent some time together anyway on Thursday night.
Yeah, that was
China versus the Boomers.
Yeah.
What was your key takeaway from it, the game?
From my experience or the game itself?
Oh, give us both.
Well, I'm never going to watch sport in any other way ever again.
It's different now, isn't it?
With a lanyard?
Yeah.
It was a bit of a moment in time.
Yeah. Different entrance for you as well?
Different entrance.
Okay, so there's not a lot of people lining up here. How's this work?
Yeah, and then we get a scarf on arrival. It was just, I
So
can't.
tell me those wines and beer, they're free.
Yeah, it was a real.
Okay.
I did say, there were a couple of times where I slowly walked away from the bar going, are they going to.
I'm going to take that away.
Yeah, no, it's mine. Okay, cool. Biggest takeaway, I really like basketball. That's the big takeaway. But there's also a big takeaway that we were watching a game within a game. Number 11, I think his name was.
It's big bitch.
You cannot be over 7 feet tall.
In basketball, nah. 7
it's
feet tall
ridiculous.
or taller. Unless you're Wemby, you're not going to be good at basketball. So this guy was 7'3" and potentially for China, potentially the worst basketball player I've ever seen in my life. But just massive. Massive, massive. My takeaway was that China stink at basketball.
Well,
Mate, they got done by 50 again to Sacramento's Summer League team
yeah.
last night.
Okay.
They're horrible.
That's not good, is
Are
it?
they going to the Olympics?
Yeah, of course they are.
They're like China at the Olympics is like Essendon of the AFL. I said that to piss you guys off. Didn't Essendon fans get into me on the hotline?
Did they really? Oh.
Yeah. There's one guy on the hotline who left like 7 messages over the weekend for us, so it's getting a bit creepy.
Was it a bit of, and I'm not done, I'm not done yet.
Yeah, and let me finish. So should we get a hotline right now? It melted.
Panda's footy hotline, yeah. Panda's footy hotline, yeah. If you've got a problem or a solution, then leave a message and we might read it, unless we are really, really, really busy. Leave a message, yeah.
So good. People will know on Spotify. That's stinging.
Watch out for Triple J's Hottest 100 next year.
Yeah, a lot of kids being conceived for that music at the moment, people saying.
Big time.
Yeah, being made to that. So
Lots
let's get
of
into this.
Little Dans.
I know. Oh, fuck. Sorry, just before we start. Little Dan, guys. It's like, I know it's funny to everyone out there, and it looks like, hey, maybe I'm letting into it because maybe I like it. I'm telling you, I don't like it.
No.
Like the hotline is melting with Little Dan stuff. Giants are into me about Little Dan. Like, I generally don't like it at
Heaps
all.
of big ollies too, which is
Which is
just
even
bizarre.
worse.
Yeah.
Even worse. Also, on the hotline, thank you for everyone who calls. There is literally like after a round of football, there's 1,000 hotline messages there.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get around everyone, but there's just so much there that we just pluck what's there, and it's like a random pick, really. We're not really looking for anything in particular. So thank you for keep calling in. Keep calling in. Bad week for me to be on the hotline. Just a lot of stuff directed at me. Just fine. Dish it, got to take it.
Okay.
So here we go.
Yeah, g'day Dan and Ollie from Adelaide here, but made the trek over to Melbourne to watch the mighty Saints. Woo! Get the win over the Swannies. Woo! What a win by the boys. I thought, let's go somewhere for a beer. Let's go to maybe Platform 28 where all the Saints supporters were, and whilst I'm at the bar drinking all the beers, there's lots of holes in the bottom of the cup. Who do I see walk in? Big Ollie. What a guy. Thought, you know what? Let's get a photo with the great man. I'm from Adelaide. This is rare.
Oh, no.
Let's get a photo with Ollie.
What have you done?
Now, whilst there's a big crowd, I see Ollie there. And what do I see him do?
Oh, no.
He's absolutely smoke bombed it out of there. Ollie, what's going on, mate? Are you too good now for the mighty Saints supporters? All I wanted was a photo. Hopefully, Ollie, I can get that photo at some point. But go, you Sainers.
What happened, mate? It's different now. That's why. Oh, so you went there thinking there'd be a lanyard and a scarf and free drinks, and they said, "Yeah, that's $9.50, thanks." You said, "Hey, I told you it's different."
I got to be honest with you. I gave it a small nudge on Saturday night.
Oh, what happened? What'd you do?
By the way, new fear unlocked when you're half cut and someone asks for a photo. Never experienced that before.
Welcome to Anxiety Town. How good is it?
Didn't like it.
Yeah, it's not great, mate.
Did not like it.
Not great.
I just walked out of that 7-Eleven on Chapel Street very quickly, and someone said, "How's Dan after the game?" And I went, "What game?" Like, I don't know. Like,
I don't know. I'm not Ollie. Nothing.
Wait, who? What?
Yeah.
No, I just thought I'll go to Platform 28 really quickly, like after the game, to bit of respect.
Yeah.
And I got there and my anxiety was just through the roof. I was too tired.
Yeah.
I had my work stuff on. I had a quick chant. I did a little bit of Ross the boss, and then I went,
oh my
cool.
God, what is Platform 28?
Well, it's just a
You
normal...
and knock knock girl. You're doing
Yeah,
Ross
yeah.
the boss.
Ross.
Knock.
Yeah, all
these.
that. But I just did literally a quick 5 minutes and I went, right, I'm out. I thought, show a bit
It's
of
good that you
sport.
show the face
Yeah.
to people. That's nice of you, mate. Oh, it's got for so long.
G'day, Dan. G'day, Ollie.
2 minutes.
Definitely not going to go down the route of calling either of you little.
Thank you.
That's disrespectful, and it's just not on.
No.
What I do want to talk about is the difference between the way that a couple of young players are getting spoken about in the media. Starting to really piss me off. Nate Caddy. Great game for Essendon. 1 goal, 3 behinds. And has been hailed a bit of a star. BT going, he's going to be a star, isn't he? The rest of the commentary team getting really behind him, getting pretty horny for him. And I'm just wondering, when
love
Nick
saying
Watson
that.
has the exact same game, why the fuck he's treated like he's a useless, miserable piece of shit fucking dog. When they've got the exact same statistics for a couple of games.
Wow.
I'm a Hawthorn man. It might be biased.
Are you?
Nah.
But Nick Watson, it's his first year. Fucking 18 or 19. Same with Caddy. Couple of good marks and couple of good efforts from both. Couple of behinds, sure. They're in their first year. They'll figure out how to kick. Don't you worry about it. Why, in some cases, are you getting the media literally wanting to fucking cup the balls and kiss some players? Like, oh, it's so fucking good. Oh, Nate Caddy's going to be the next fucking star of the whole universe. And then someone else who plays for a different club.
Not naming any names.
1 goal and a couple of behinds gets treated like he's literally... For fuck's sake.
Okay.
Media bias is bullshit. Yes, Essendon are playing well, I'll admit it. But fuck me. Take the pressure off these young kids. Give them a chance.
Yeah, and not naming any names, but specifically Watson.
I love... Okay, I love when he just said, "I'm a Hawthorn supporter."
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are
Yeah,
you?
I got that bit.
And I also liked, it'll be fine. They'll learn how to kick. Okay, I get that they're young, but you'd
Yeah.
imagine they'd know how to kick already.
I mean, I'm sure you're going to beep out that bit in post.
Yeah.
But he did say burn down something, which we had to
Yeah.
take out. So I'm passionate.
I
Is
get
what
it.
it was. It was passion.
The Saints are going to the fucking top, baby! Sydney down, Isaac Heaney dead! Fucking bunch of pussies!
I think he's out.
Well said.
I think he's out and about.
Billy Pav is pumping. And you know what else is pumping? Every St Kilda supporter and fan ever! Sydney suck!
Yeah, wow. You know what else is bumping? Burley Pav. That's great. Just a guy who's passionate about his Saints winning. Oh, man, some of these go for so long.
I'm be quite honest, Dan. Yesterday, seeing Carlton absolutely
Here we go.
lose
Here it
to
comes.
the Giants made my day. That absolutely was the best thing I'd ever bloody seen.
Oh, really?
Honestly, after Collingwood
Doubt it.
lost, it made me feel so much better.
Yeah, how about winning a flag?
Lying on the couch and watching Carlton just fail. Oh, put the lids back on, mate. Honestly.
No, she's banned from listening to the pod ever again. No, hey, I dish. I've got to take it.
Exactly.
I think it's a bit.
Little Dan.
Oh, okay.
That's all I wanted to say.
Thanks, mate.
Sorry, I played it again in case you missed that one, guys.
Hey, little Dan and Big Ollie. That's all I wanted to say.
Hate it so much. I mean, it has to stop, everyone. Oh, who's this?
I've had enough on relying on fucking Logan McDonald to
Oh, no.
win the game
Oh,
for
here we
us.
go. Praise
Twice
down.
in a row, he's fucked it right in front. Not difficult kicks, especially the one tonight. 40 metres right out, straight in front. But he's fucked it. But that's not just the start.
Oh, no.
We kicked shit pretty much the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
After half-time, 3 goals 11. What the fuck is that abysmal shit? I found it hard to watch that game. But I'm not happy. I'm really unhappy.
Yeah, I've got that bit. I got that bit. I thought you might have
I
been.
quite like that guy's voice.
Good voice on him.
Yeah.
That wasn't bad.
It's sort of a bit regal.
Who's this? I think there's some more hate coming my way.
Fucking 40 points up.
There it
Dan.
is.
Fucking 40 points up.
There it is.
Fuck me. Did we leave Kerno back in Melbourne? Jesus Christ. Such a Carlton performance that, going on a 5-game fucking win streak. You know.
That's not very Carlton, though.
Jesus Christ. That was a hard watch.
Yeah, look, mate, it wasn't great. Let's be honest, mate. But we'll bounce back. Who do we have this week?
That's so funny.
We have doggies.
Suck eggs, little Dan. Yours truly, Dominic.
Thank you, mate.
Thanks, Dominic.
Thanks, Dominic.
That's
Appreciate
lovely.
that.
All right, I've come up with a solution for the whole Adelaide Oval bridge debacle.
Oh.
So there won't be any more hold-ups if everybody just runs in unison. So as soon as you cross the line, you're just sprinting for your life and you will save half the time. There'll be a lot of injuries, but it's survival of the fittest.
Yeah,
Good.
mate.
I like
That's the
it.
solution,
And
and I hope we start.
I'm all for that mindset of survival of the fittest. Like, if you get absolutely stampeded all over,
That's on you.
because you've taken a fall.
Yeah.
That's your fault for taking the risk.
Sorry.
They should bring that rule in. You can only run across the bridge. I would love that. Oh my god, this one. Sorry, this last one. You reckon?
Yeah. You go.
This recording.
I mean, I
doesn't
could
have-
do it all day.
It doesn't have a name, but it just says "fuck Essendon."
Okay.
So I think it's gonna be a Pie supporter.
Dan, how are you? Craig, can someone tell him it's a game of football and not a game of fucking metaphors, cunt? I've got a metaphor for you. Get fucked.
Whoa!
Beautifully
whoa,
said.
Whoa! I need. I think it's
G'day, Big Ollie and Little Dan.
I'll go
I'd
first
just like
too.
to say I think Zach Merritt should have a statue outside the G. That's it.
Yeah, he was pretty good. He was very good. One more here. Then this is from Nick. Oh god.
Hello, Dan and Ollie. This is Big Sleek Nick from Doreen. I've been an avid listener of your podcast for quite some time now, and I've always enjoyed your discussions.
Thank you.
We are brought up to believe there's only 5 senses: sight, touch, smell, hearing, and taste. But I've always felt there is a 6th sense. Your recent conversations about a tingling sensation in your ball sack caught my attention. Initially, I was intrigued, and I began to focus on this sensation. Tonight at 7:10 p.m., Just 20 minutes before the Essendon game, I experienced a strong vibration in my ball sack that seemed to signal an Essendon win.
Yep.
I trusted this feeling and I changed my footy tip accordingly, and it turned out to be spot on. I really appreciate the wisdom and insights you share on your show, and I'm eager to hear more about how to develop and refine this 6 ball sense. Looking forward to your future episodes. Best regards, Big Slick Nick.
Thanks, mate. And look, sometimes you do get a sensation down there, and it could be about anything. It could be like, hey, I think I need to drink a beer.
Yeah.
I think I need to go to the pub. Or like for Nick, hey, I think Essendon are going to win. Why? Tingling.
I think the thing is we clearly all have the ability to get the tingle.
Yeah.
The next stage is figuring out how to read the tingle.
True. I mean,
like, what does that tingle specifically mean?
And if you're a woman listening to this, you could tingle as well.
Oh, fanny flutters for sure.
Yeah, that still works. There's still a tingle in the same place.
Yep.
It's just if you feel it, you feel it. I had a tingle about North this week.
Yeah.
All week I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
See? On Tuesday I had a tingle. On Monday when I came in here last week, I said, I've got a tingle. They're going to win.
That's an early tingle.
And did they? They did. They won. It was unbelievable. So thanks everyone for calling. We had more there, but I think I'm just cautious that we're running in a bit late into the show. A bit late.
Running in a bit late.
I don't have anywhere to go. This is my life. Hey, Heaney, because you were there live.
Yeah.
Did you lose the Brownlow, mate, or not? Dog, yeah.
Absolute
And because
dog.
Webster would never do that anyway.
No, he's a good boy.
Yeah, he's clean. Except for when he, put Jai Simpson's jaw into fucking next year.
I liked last week when Matt Hill said, one player I love watching, I just feel like he looks a bit old school, is Jimmy Webster. And I did think, why do you think he's a bit old school?
Yeah, true, yeah. Hits him late.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Because, back in my day, mate, you could punch anyone in the face and get away with it. These days, times are different. It's different.
In the face? I don't know if it was in the face. Was it? It was kind of...
Oh, mate, it was like... It was trying to push off him a fine body before he let on him. It's just got him in a bad spot. I think the AFL right now are coming down harsh on those back swings.
That's true.
Blind back swings, because you don't know where the defender is. I think that's what they're so...
Yep.
But you can't suspend him for that, can you?
I don't think so. And you watch the good bloke tax come into things when you watch it back, he kind of half apologises.
And then marks the ball and kicks goal.
As it happens, though. But he did go, he sort of turned around and went, oh, sorry.
I mean, hopefully this week they announced the hot bloke tax as well, because if that comes in, he's off.
It's
and he
about
might have a
time.
10-week buffer of like games in the bank.
Yeah.
Because he's a good-looking man.
That'd be a good way to do it, is go, you've done so many good things. We're essentially giving you
credit.
10 games.
Yeah.
That you can whittle it down.
Yeah. And you're fine.
And
I mean, I hope he doesn't get anything. We'll find out this Arvo, I think. We will.
Yeah.
So I pray, I don't think it should be. I would hate for him now to be suspended and then win a Brownlow. And as we know, conspiracy theories, when we did that episode, AFL does not want that. No. They are very much like, no, if someone's winning the Brownlow, we don't get them suspended.
Yep.
So I don't think he will. I think he'll get a fine. But again, you leave it up to Michael Christensen. He's crazy at the moment. He's off his head. He's got that bit of Biden about him. We don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
We don't know. He's taken 2 things to the tribunal last 2 weeks, thinking it was a week. Both got off, but still, that'd be nervous wait for Heaney right now. I don't know. I don't think so. Also, the market has changed for the Brownlow completely. Suspending has been, betting suspended on Heaney.
Wow.
Out of it, which means Cripper's now the favourite. Dacos second, Bont you'd think, and then also Lockie Neal. Lockie Neal's coming like an absolute wet sail.
As he always seems to do.
Always does. Could he do the third?
It's insane.
He had 36-3 yesterday. 36-3, which is crazy. So I think Heaney be fine. I think Sydney fans, they're going to be sweat. But a lot of the Sydney fans are saying now that they reckon, regardless if he gets suspended or not, he's cooled off massively, that they think the pack's got him.
Wow.
I don't really know if that's... Has he? He'll be so... I reckon by round 10, he'll be so far ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And then the pack will come from round 11 onwards and get him.
Absolutely it will.
Rankin's also cooked. Do you see this one?
I did.
Yeah. I don't know about it. I mean, he just got it wrong. It's the oldest trick in the book to run and then stop and come back at your defender, just to get a bit of space and let him know that, hey, keep your heads up and your eyes up.
Yeah.
But just got it wrong. Hit the head. Starcevic goes down to the race and does the HIA, fails it, doesn't come back out. That's not a good look. I think he's cool. That's 3 weeks.
Well, as long as it's 1 week, so he doesn't play against St Kilda, then I'm absolutely
Yeah, so you're happy. So you put him on one, just one.
Just one's fine.
Yeah, I think he's in trouble. He's going to get 1 or 2 or 3. I don't know what it's going to be. But good time for him because he can go to Noosa.
Yeah.
More time to plan the footy trip for the boys as well.
Not a problem.
No, they're not going to be there. So he's going to take the reins on footy trip and off-season planning. How's this story about Sherrin during the week that broke? This is actually crazy. So if you missed it, Sherrin are literally going to hold the AFL to a pay rise deal. Otherwise, they're going to stop making footies for the AFL. So they make 200, 250 Sherrins a week for the AFL, but it be spread across. Now, this must be training balls as well. It can't be for rounds of footy. How many balls they got at the game of footy? 4?
No, way more than 4.
Reckon?
Yeah, absolutely. Behind the goals, they've got bags of them as well.
So 10?
Yeah.
And how many games?
At least.
Reckon?
Yeah, definitely.
There's 9 games a week?
9 games.
So 90 balls, you reckon?
Well, here we go. 9, 10.
Yeah, no, here we go. Oh, shit. Yeah, you reckon there's 90 balls?
At least. I would say so. I'd be pretty confident in that.
So Sherrin workers are threatening to go on strike over a pay dispute following a proposed increase for the next 2 years. The pay rise that equals to $45,000 over to, hey, AFL, you got cash.
Yeah.
Just give them $45,000 for footies. The company produced between 200 and 250 Sherrins per week. We've said that. Even if they stop making footies right now, the AFL has 6 weeks buffer of footies they can use.
Mm-hmm.
So if things go pear-shaped, they're fine. But come to finals, they're in all sorts. So not ideal at all.
No.
But also not bad. Hello, Burleigh footballs.
Could you imagine a Burleigh grand final ball? That would just be the weirdest. Wouldn't that be odd?
Hello, Ross Faulkners. You remember the Ross?
Yes.
Imagine a Burleigh football. So WA and SA use Burleighs. I grew up playing Burleighs.
Right.
And then got drafted and had to kick a Sherrin. Man, so different.
Are they
Yeah,
really?
Burleigh's like a balloon. And we love Burleigh. We love footies. We'd love anything sent to us from Burleigh.
Well, that's true.
But Burleigh is like a soccer ball.
Okay.
It spins different. It handles different. The Sherrins are pointy and, you know.
Yeah.
But also, what I feel is that the AFL players, Jesse Cameron is one who comes to mind straight away. When he squeezes the footy, the Sherrin on a set shot, to me, he's saying, give me a Burleigh.
Yeah, that's true. You're reading into it.
He's saying, hey, Burleigh, this thing, maybe imagine if the players went on strike and say, we're not playing with these Sherrins anymore, we want Burleighs.
That's also the Auslan sign language sign for Burleigh.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
It's
Give me a Burleigh.
squeezing.
If you're a Burleigh Pav, do this as well.
I want Burleigh.
It'll make sense.
Yeah.
Imagine if grand final day, so they stop making footies. Sherrin's like, no, we're not doing it anymore. And then AFL has to go to Burleigh, would be the closest one, and say, would love just a couple of footies for the finals and grand final day. And Burleigh become the official sponsor of the AFL.
That would just be
Unbelievable
picture
scenes. It just is a crazy situation that might happen. So also, AFL, if you need some footies, just use an old one, or worst case scenario, I've got a gather round footy that we've got from Sherrin.
That's true.
You can have that. I'm sure a few other people would have footies that you can lend them. Like, it's not all going to be bad.
So I'm also just having a look at other types. So yeah, you've got the Ross Faulkners, you've got the Buffalo.
A buffalo, yeah.
A lyrebird.
Oh my God,
Do you
yeah.
remember
I remember the lyrebird.
Yeah. And I think Aerial was one. It was like a Kmart one, but yeah.
Oh, no, that's what I was about to say. They have the Kmart one, which is just plastic and it hurts your foot when you kick it barefoot. You know that one?
Yes.
And also there's the chocolate Easter egg footy.
Oh yeah, and you get the ladder on the box.
Yeah. So you got that. So there's options out there.
There's so many
There's
options.
so many options out there. So I think they'll be fine. We'll be fine here. This is pretty cool from Tassie. You'd love this.
Mm-hmm.
The renders they released their stadium.
Talk me through it.
Very, very cool. So what they've done, before I get into it, where is Macquarie Point? Is that a place?
Yep, Macquarie Point. I know exactly where that is. So just, let's say generously 150, 200 metre walk from Salamanca. So right on the water.
What's in Salamanca?
Well, the market.
Bars,
like all the clubs, the restaurants, like it's the place.
So now we're in the hub.
We're in the hub and it's right on the water. And then right now, Macquarie Point doesn't have a lot other than it's got the Hobart Brewing Company. So I think it's got maybe the UTAS Arts School.
Hotels?
Well, Mac 1 is like a really posh hotel. So like there's stuff there, but it's a little bit on the quieter side, but it's only about 150 metres, 200 metres away from Salamanca.
So enough to have 30,000 there and spill out and have some drinks at a bar after a game and
It
go
would be
somewhere
perfect.
and, you know.
It'd be the same distance from Adelaide Oval to like Rundle Street.
Okay, great. So
kind
we're
of thing.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so what my fear is here with this is that they were going to put it in like an NG stadium kind of setup. I don't want that.
Nah.
So we're good.
And with all due respect, you know how much I love my homeland.
Yeah.
It would be shit house.
It would be.
If it was like 30 minutes out of the city,
Yeah, no good.
You'd be in the country.
Okay.
Like it just wouldn't work.
Fair enough. Well, they proposed this Macquarie Point Stadium could be the world's largest timber roof stadium and potentially host the world's first indoor test cricket match. Have you seen this at all?
No.
Oh my God. The
Not
concept designed for 23,000 seat roof stadium, which will house the new the state's newly minted AFL club, the Tassie Devils, reveal a compact seating bowl design, a woven style timber facade, and a fixed dome translucent roof. So it's a clear roof, essentially. You can say
That's
it's clear.
so cool.
Which is just a bird's worst nightmare. Imagine being a bird and just being like, oh, here we go. And then just dead birds everywhere on there.
Here we go.
A shit on the roof.
I'm having a look at it now. It doesn't look... It looks sort of more hotel-y, doesn't it?
It's a clear roof. It's marble, but a clear roof.
Here we go. On
It's
the
cooler
article,
than marble.
the third photo on the article on Fox Sports, that gives you a good indication as to where it is. So it's literally right in the city.
Go look at it, guys. It's very, it's going to be very, very cool if they can do that. $715 million, the build is. That's a lot of money. We'll be ready by 2029. So in 2028, they're coming to AFL, we said, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so they have to play at another stadium like we already predicted they would.
Just Blunston and UTAS. I think you'd
They're gonna
split
split
it.
them.
Well, I think so. I think that's probably fair.
Yeah, right. I reckon if you want to go get a player, if you want to start talking to players probably next year in management, current AFL players to bring them to Tassie, you take these renders and say, how about you come play in the coolest stadium? Now, not the MCG.
Yeah.
MCG is the holy grail, and you probably want Optus is very cool. Adelaide Oval has a bridge. And, Marvel, a bit cold. But you take this render and you say, hey, you're going to be on lots of money, and this stadium is ready to go, and there's a market nearby.
That's your backyard.
Yeah, and there's a market nearby.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, what about all the heads around? Well, the second heads, I don't remember that. We'll get rid of them by 2029. Don't stress.
They'll be clear out. That's fine.
Let's get in the round. Big round. Lots of just crazy storylines. I just feel like when you think you know what's going to happen in this league, just the opposite happens. Or every second week, the teams that are playing well decide to shit the bed, and then you get no read on what's going on. So Sydney loses this week, Collingwood loses this week, Carlton loses this week. Everyone that you thought was supposed to be up and about, doggies, just shit them. And they were no closer to figuring out who's going to play finals. If anything, things got tighter.
That's true.
It is crazy. So I took one thing out of this round. I took a lot, actually. But this round seemed like everyone was doing a lot of kids in the huddle singing. Good opportunity to see which clubs in 20 years, father-son prospects, are going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Demons got a lot of kids.
We've got some issues.
There's a lot in there. Yeah. The Blues are slowly coming.
Okay.
But D's seem like they're producing something there, which is scary.
Wow.
Yeah. So look out for that. On Friday night, Essendon just put a big dog up Collingwood, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think the biggest lesson I learned from this is don't stay on the Gold Coast and go to Wet and Wild on a Monday when you've got a game at the G on Friday. Like a pretty big game as well.
Yeah.
Like, do we train or do we go down the Vortex?
And look, I get it. I get it. The Vortex is
mate.
great.
I've lived there, mate. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
3 Park Super Pass. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
$59? Yeah. Now, is it a fun decision? Yes. Is it a smart one? Probably not. Get back home and start training, you know? They, in saying that, the Pies did come out and jump them. Like in the first quarter. Chris kicked 3 and 3 goals.
Yeah.
3 minutes, 3 goals. Unbelievable. So we thought, okay, the Pies are on a roll here. I'm going to come out and smoke them. And halfway through, I was like, okay, the Bombers don't seem like they have any oomph in them or dog in him. I was looking at the team going, which one of you guys is ready to just scrap on here? Sammy Durham? Maybe. But apart from that, Merritt is obviously just going next level this year and doing some crazy things. But I sit there going, I'm not sure how you're going to pull this out. And they did it. They flicked the switch. Nate Caddy, if he plays VFL, I know we took that call about everyone getting into Nate Caddy, how good he is. But if he plays VFL again, Essendon fans, we riot.
Oh, yeah.
We go to Windy Hill, we burn the joint down.
Yeah.
Legally, probably.
Metaphorically.
Well, I think we burn it down. But
Allegedly.
Allegedly. He reminds me of Charlie Curnow.
In
the
what
way he
sense?
moves.
Just body, yeah, okay.
The way he moves, he's floating, like he's kicking. Like if I had to compare him to someone, I'm going, that's a young Charlie Curnow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we love Charlie.
We love, mate, all for him. I know he kicked one, the call said he kicked 1-3, but he's just the things he did. Popped up at the right time. He looked calm. He's going to be a serious player. The Pies this year, though, what an Essendon. Sorry, Essendon fans. I was harsh on you 2 weeks ago. I then was harsher on you last week because you lost. And now I've got to say that was a great win. You beat a top 8 team. Very, very proud of you. I'm happy for what you're doing. I hope you guys play I would love to see. The league is better when the Bombers are in the finals. It just is. You might get double opportunity. You might get a double chance. And I hope you do. Because when you do, I can't wait to laugh at both games that you lose.
Laughing at you, not with you, Daniel.
Yeah. So and look, you're a good team. You are a very good team, and I think that you'll. I don't know where I'm at with Essendon. It's like they win, but then they don't convince anyone. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that was an impressive win, but I looked at Collingwood going, okay, you're very different this year, Collingwood.
Yeah.
And I get, I'd take any win. I would have taken a win on the weekend against the Giants and said, how good is this? And Essendon fans do the same. But when I see them win these games, I go, okay, that's good, but I don't see like a scary finals team.
No.
I just don't.
No.
That's just me.
It's a bit, like a massive dog with no teeth. biting.
A gummy
Yeah,
dog.
it's like, oh, I get it, but
Yeah.
also not really. Like, this is scary.
And in saying that, I've said that, but you can only beat who's in front of you. But I'm just saying, for me, when I watch you guys, I don't go, okay, that's scary.
Yeah.
Like when the ball goes forward, that's scary. You're scary when Merritt has the ball in his hand and
Yep.
he's going forward. But when it's in the air, I don't go, oh shit, here comes Peter Wright.
It's true.
Oh, Peter Wright's going to take hold of the game here. Oh, Harry Jones is a good player, but Harry Jones is going to win you a game or a final. I don't see that, and that's where my thing is with Essendon. Not like I hate Essendon because I want to hate Essendon. I just don't think out of all the teams in the finals, you guys are going to do what other teams around you are going to do. The Pies are different though this year. They look different. They feel different. They're just last year they showed us that every player on the team would chip in and help them get over the line, and they had this big belief no matter how far down they were, they'd come and win games. This year it's just different. It's like they're looking at Dacos and Bobby Hill saying, "Do that thing." You know that thing you do where you burst out of packs or you like kick goals. We're going to sit here and do this. Just wait. You guys just do it. Like they're just waiting for two players, and they didn't do that last year. It was everyone. It was Moore. It was Maynard. It was Quaynor. It was like everyone chipping in. They're just not doing it. And that bullshit thing they did last year where they're at 3/4 time, they're behind, and they come back and win, that doesn't work anymore. It's like, what's something in Harry Potter where you want doesn't work?
What do you mean when it doesn't? Well, like, the good one is eat slugs. Everyone will know what
Don't
that
ever
means.
say that again.
But everyone will know what it means.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
And then my gets injured as well, does a peck.
Yeah.
He's not going to play for the rest of the year, so they can't win a final. You have to give them respect because they want a flag.
Yep.
So they might make finals, they might not, but I don't think even if they get there, they can win a final, and they definitely can't win a grand final without him.
It's crazy now you think about it, how much you do rely on a Brodie Myercheck, who he's not unbelievable.
No.
He's very, very safe. He's a safe option, but it's crazy to think how much you actually need him.
Need him,
Like-
yeah. Well, even just at this point, they're taking Mason Cox up there.
Totally.
Just have a target.
Yeah.
If Bobby Hill is literally needing to kick 5. They tried Frampton there, hasn't worked. Then put him down back, and that's why all this anger comes from Moore not being able to defend because Frampton's down there. It's a trailer. Let him trail around. It's his role. It's what he does. So I think they're just going to – they'll hang on. They're too good not to just hang around and cause some mayhem here and fight for a final spot.
Yep.
But I just think it's different this year for them. And Pies fans know that. You guys probably arguing or, rolling your eyes back your head. Like where you're at.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not
they
saying
know.
these things. This was a great game. Northern Suns, Marvel. Kangas by 4 points. Now, when the Roos sing "Join" in the chorus, joined, I'm in.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Oh, what do you mean? I'm already joined, mate. I'm in. They are. I sat there on Saturday and said, "And I get the ice because this thing's throbbing."
Yeah.
And it's a huge shin boner. It needs to come down. Just unbelievable they were. And the haters were saying, "Oh, the Suns can't win. They hate going to Melbourne." Guess what, haters? You were right.
You know what? Correct. Yeah, well,
You were correct. They hate going to Melbourne. Last 14 games, they've lost 14.
That is
out away from Gold Coast.
You feel like if you're gonna do it, that was the game to do it in. So now it's like official for me. It's like, okay, no, this is real.
You can't
Like,
travel.
yeah.
You hate getting on planes.
Yeah.
Well, there's something about this mindset of getting on a Virgin flight going, oh shit,
Yeah.
don't like this at all.
Lots
when
of
when the
turbulence.
buckles buckle in, you go, don't like it. I hate it already. It's like they're being forced to go and play somewhere they don't want to be there.
Yeah.
It's really bad. During the week, Paul Roos came out and said that the 1980s Carlton VFL team could beat North, which is just like, he's not the brightest bulb in Jai Caldwell's tanning bed, is he? Like, it's just such a thing. So if they could beat North, that means they could definitely smoke the Suns as well. The Roos this was coming. I called this all week. I think most people did. I don't know if they did, but the Roos have been building nicely.
Yeah.
And they got the Suns at the right time, not being able to win away from home. They were very impressive. Very impressive. I mean, McKerch had 37, Sheasel 35 in a goal, LDU 30 in a goal. Jackson Archer. Now, he's not going to be the best player on the team, but he'll play 200 games just off wearing a boner on his sleeve, Like just a dog. I love him.
Yeah.
What have you got?
No, just sleeve boner.
He's just the
Beautiful.
heart and soul down there. Like he's doing some great things. Now they're off the bottom ladder.
Huge, right?
I know.
Did anyone think that Richmond would be that bad this year?
Not really, nah.
Like,
I didn't, but I mean, there's so many injuries for Richmond.
I get it, but still.
Too many injuries, but I'm not, and in the Sun, I'm not even angry at the Suns. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah.
I really am. Like, it's just 14 years of the same shit over and over again. Dimmer has taken that Marvel curse up to the Gold Coast. Now they hate playing at Marvel. They probably liked it before.
Yeah.
And Dimmers forced it, fed it down their throats. They said, no, you hate it. You hate it as much as I do. It was just, they're just bad. Mac Andrews a star. He's a star. Apparently the Chinese whisper is that he's going to be on 750 to a mil.
He's worth it.
Next big dog player. Plays ruck, plays down back. Like, he's a star. And he should be at Melbourne.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Yeah, the D's fans are sitting there going, this is absolute bullshit because he was in our next gen academy. We've literally helped him develop.
Yeah.
And then the AFL said to us, we can't match a bid inside the top 20 for him. He goes, pick 5 or something like that.
Yeah.
And they're going, okay, well, that's shit because he was at our training session when he was 14 years old. Like, we helped him. Now you just give him for free. So, absolutely spitting chips. The Suns, they're done. They're out. I'm off them now.
Yeah.
I don't believe them anymore. You can't be that good at home and then just shit the bed away.
No.
You can't live like that. Dimmer post-match, I love what he said. Time to grow the fuck up, boys. Probably get fined.
Worth it.
Worth it. It is worth. Sometimes it is worth dropping an F-bomb in the presser. I love that raw emotion from him. You don't see it a lot from coaches.
No.
Normally get, oh yeah, a lot of learnings from this. We'll learn. We'll bounce back. Yeah, it wasn't good enough. For someone to be like, grow the fuck up.
Yeah.
I loved it.
It can get boring as a fan where it's just like it's like there's a book there of just like, okay, what do we lost this one? Yep, page 394.
That excuse? Yeah.
Like boring.
Like the coach, you're human. You have emotions as well. Be relatable to us.
Totally.
You know? And that's exactly what that was. I sat there going, that's awesome. Most of the media said, oh, you shouldn't be swearing in the press conference. I said, shut up, you fucking losers.
Well said. Gee, this is a bit of a drive-by.
Yeah, fucker. I'm still angry about Carlton. Hey, Port v Doggies in Adelaide. This was actually... There's some dull games here. Port won by 48 points. Now, 2 weeks ago, they booed Ken off the ground. Said, get off the ground. We had enough here. Now they're 2 points off the top 4, which is crazy. At quarter time, the game was over. It was done in Adelaide. And good on Port, I reckon. But Connor Rosie had 18 at quarter time. Butters had 14 in the first. Then the game was completely taken away from him in the first quarter. It was over. But then Butters and Ken got into it on the bench. You see that?
Yeah.
Heated too. And Ken subbed me off. Said, mate, come off. Subbed him. You're done. Just a real lesson he gave him. But it was weird, that tension.
Yeah, I don't mind it sometimes, but
it was heated, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, and pointed.
Yeah.
Especially when you're up by 50 points. It's like,
it's true.
Everyone relax, guys.
Yeah, it's true.
But good on Port. Everything went right for him. Georgiades kicked 5.
Yep.
Jason Horn was busy.
Oh, erratic watch.
Yeah, there was a lot of feet going everywhere.
Yeah.
Just, side to side.
Are you with me now?
Well, he kicked 3 goals.
Didn't say he was a bad player.
So he's busy for a reason.
I think that there's an illusion there.
Yeah, well, fair enough. The thing that caught my attention about this game was that post-game, the song, flat. So flat. It's like they knew that I'd given Ken a 2-year extension, the boys. Like, it's just no enthusiasm in it at all. How you be that flat?
Yeah.
After everything that's happened to you this year, surely you're like, okay, this is good.
Yeah.
We're almost in the top 4. Didn't want to bar of it.
Is the song almost dead, do you think? I don't know. Like, even I was a little bit disappointed with the Saints song. I thought, come on.
Bit lackluster.
Yeah.
I think we get over and done with.
Yeah, true.
It's like, come on, now sing the song, boys. Do that thing where you sing and celebrate. They're like, nah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
The media's going to throw Bevo to the wolves. He's in trouble this week. Big game coming up against the Blues. I feel like he does his best work with his back against the wall, though.
Yeah, totally.
No Norton. Might be hard. He caught a lot of elbow catching, stray elbows. He caught a stray elbow from Zerk Thatcher. Knocked out. Hatcher. So, big week for the Dogs. Response.
Yeah, huge.
Big week. Big 6 rounds for Bevo coming up.
Early tipper's choice. What do you reckon for the Dogs against Carlton?
I think the Dogs I think it'd be 70 or 30.
11% for the Dogs.
Whoa.
Only 11.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
This one. Geelong v Hawthorn. Geelong now flag hawk down, guys. It is down big time. Got the absolute shit beat out of them. Bit of a reality check.
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
It was probably, and that's okay. That's going to happen.
Sometimes, and I learned this on Saturday night, you can get a bit cocky.
Yeah.
And you need to be humbled. And that's exactly what happened here. Cats by 51 points. They came into Geelong as the most informed team and just got blown away from literally the first bounce. Jeremy Cameron had 3 shots on goal in the first 2 minutes. Like, it was literally over from there. It was bad. But way too many headbands for mine.
We knew that there'd be a few.
Yeah, it's almost getting like, it's getting a bit silly now. I think they're doing it on purpose. Too many headbands and too many fluoro boots.
Okay.
In this game, there was 10 players in yellow boots, I counted, and
That's
7
a
in
good
pink
pickup.
boots. Now, I don't know about you, but like the yellow with the white and blue for Geelong looked a bit weird for me on screen.
Okay.
And the yellow for the Hawthorn it wasn't the same yellow as their strip.
No.
So you could tell that, okay, that's just a bit off. It wasn't gold.
No.
It's just bright, literally bright yellow.
Yeah, and a lot of players wear them so family members can spot them. On the
that's what I
field.
did.
But like now, it's like, well,
Yeah, where's Dan? Oh, okay. Yellow boots on the bench.
oh,
that's where he is.
He's still there.
Oh, yeah, he's
right.
got that red vest on as well. Sub. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. Jeremy Cameron was rolling around in them.
Yeah,
Now, I know Asics probably had to deal with him, said, boys, here's some new boots, but too much.
he's a real black boot operator.
He's
in
a
my
farmer.
mind. Yeah,
You're a dare. You don't roll around in fluoro. You're
No way.
off brand, man. Don't do that. You're good in your black boot.
Yeah.
You kick goals. He kicked 4-4. I'm saying it's the boot. Would have kicked 8.
Yep.
If he wore a black boot. Ollie Dempsey, Rising Star winner. He
He's
just
good.
wins it now. Who would have won it, do you reckon, now if you line them all up and no one's suspended? Because I think Harley, our boy, we love him, but I think he's calling.
You don't reckon Darcy Wilson?
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot. Him and Caleb Windsor.
Okay. I still think Darcy, but
Yeah.
maybe I'm being a little bit biased, but he has been pretty unbelievable.
Yeah, okay. I think he's going to run away with it now. But the Hawks players, they really love a hushing of the crowd. Chol was hushing him. Yeah, it was really the Wizard was out there hushing as well. He wasn't touching the footy; he was just in a pocket, just going. And they're like, "Oh no, there's a game on." He's like, shh, shh, shh. So there's a what on?
Bit distracting.
You're playing. Yeah, they love a hushing.
Okay.
I don't hate it. I mean, it's arrogant to hush a crowd when you're 40 down.
Yeah.
But also just good mindset by
Hush
them.
watch is great.
The hush watch, yeah, bring that back. A big hush watch. No Guinea, no Sicily as well. So this is always going to happen. And lastly, Mitch Lewis got knocked out and he was out midair.
Yeah,
Did
he
you see
was.
that?
Yeah, it was pretty scary.
And his knee got caught under him.
Yep.
Nothing worse than a concussion. Then you wake up and go, fuck, knee injury.
Horrible.
I've had one before.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not good. I got knocked out in a VFL game, NEFL game. I don't know when, ages ago. Anyway, knocked out and then woke up and I was like, oh, fuck, my rib's sore. Broken rib. Double combo. Not
good.
great. So hopefully, hey, we're thinking of Mitch Lewis. We
Yeah,
love him.
big time.
So I can't get a run. Let's hope he's okay. All right, here we go. Let's unpack this. Maybe we should skip this game, actually.
No, I reckon we do it.
Nah, I don't reckon.
Nah, we do
I don't
it.
reckon. I don't reckon. I'm going to skip it. So what's the game after this?
Giants
Freo over
Blues.
Richmond.
Come on, Giants Blues. Let's do it.
Giants by 12 points.
Yep.
At that ground I hate so much.
Yep.
A ground if you're a Giants fan, you would have walked out going, let's go have a beer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We're in the devil's asshole. There are no bars or pubs around here. I hate that, mate. I know we lost there, but I don't like watching footy there.
No.
Or even on the screen.
I think that's
in my
fair.
couch. Did you watch this game at all?
No.
Oh, you were out. That's
I
right.
saw the highlights.
At
obviously.
7-Eleven getting cigarettes.
I was not doing that. I was getting a chicken and avo sandwich.
Allegedly. You see, everyone's laughing at me, particularly because I'm whatever.
Yep.
And they're laughing at Carlton. But you guys don't see the bigger picture at all. We lost on purpose to kick the Pies out the 8. Smart, mate.
that
Very
is
smart.
smart.
So I think, I called a time, they were away, up and firing, up by 40 or 6 goals or it was. And a called time, Vossi's probably saying, boys, like, we could do something really funny here, kick them out. So let's just lay off here.
Yeah.
Let's do a thing. Let's get Pies at the 8.
Just humour.
Just humour him.
Yep.
Half time was close, and 3/4 time it was probably a bit too far. The gap, and Vossi said, "Okay, I didn't say roll over and get thumped. I said lose the game," and that's why I came back in the last quarter. So actually, such a frustrating game because the first quarter, I'm sitting there going, "This is the best footy we've played all year, and we've played a lot of good football." And then the second and third quarter, I go, "This is horrible." We had the 95 Blues and 2018 Blues out there. Just so frustrating. So it's just, I don't know. If you want to know where we lost the game, mids smacked us. They smacked us, their mids. So Ward has 30 and 2 goals. Tom Green has 33. Canelio has 28. Whitfield has 30. Briggs had 22 and 40 hitouts. That's where we lost there. And then they just beat us on the outside. They are so quick, the Giants. And we've been asking for this quickness to come back, this tsunami, this run off half back. Well, of course, Carlton are going to bring it out of them. A game that the Giants got themselves up for, and the Blues just couldn't be fucked up for a time.
That's exactly
But I
how
don't
I
think
saw
there's
it.
more to it. And I don't think it's panic stations for the Blues at all. I know everyone thinks I have a Carlton bias, but I think, which I don't, which is weird.
That's really weird. You borderline don't even care about
No,
them.
I don't care at all. No. Did I get a trophy cabinet with no trophy in it for the Blues? Yes, but that's only because I love cabinets.
It's very unrelated. Your captain cabinet, and everyone knows it.
It's, exactly. Captain cabinet. But it's one of those ones, like for the Blues, it's just, okay, it is what it is.
Yep.
Bit like Sydney the week before, where you needed one.
The Freo loss, yes.
Yeah.
Different story now for Sydney, but yes.
Different.
After the
I think it's
Freo
one where
one,
it's like, okay, we played our best football for a quarter, and then we played our worst for a half of football and only lose by 2 goals. Away, okay, we'll take it. Jacob Wiedering gets a corky. Weeders, see a doctor, mate. If you get one more corky, if I see Wiedering on a bike trying to get his corky out and get some blood through it again, I'll vomit on myself. Get a quad guard, Weeders.
Does he just not want to, or
I don't know. He's had a corgi for the last month.
Yeah.
Just come on.
Yeah.
It's sickening. Hogan, very good. Kicked 5. So Kemp had to go to Hogan after quarter time because Wiedering had one leg again. So Hogan got a hold of Kemp. Harry kicked 5 and Curnow kicked 1 to keep his game, I think 63 games in a row.
Yeah.
Kept it alive.
Very
kicking
impressive.
a goal.
Yeah.
It's very impressive. I know a lot of people say he gets a lot of frees, which he might, but to kick a goal a game for 3 years straight,
no,
very, very impressive. So, well done, Giants, though.
Yep.
Very good on the socials. Got into me, called me Little Dan, got their swagger back. Good on them. They need this. They needed it a lot more than the Blues did, and now they're right back in it. If they can play that again, then they're going to be hard to beat in the back end, regardless of where they play.
Totally, but it's just so frustrating for you, considering that if you got the win, then you're very close to toppling Sydney now.
It would have been just one for the Blues to lock in a top 4, like solidify it.
Yeah,
I think that would have been the one that would have made it too hard for 5th to jump into 4th.
Yep.
Where now you've got a bit of work to do, admittedly over the Dogs this week and then North, I think, the week after. So it's just like a little reminder to Carlton fans, and we needed it. Let's be humble here. My arsehole were humble. Fuck you all. Lids off. We're winning the flag. We're winning the flag still. I still believe. So yeah, it is what it is. Well done, Giants. Freo v Richmond played in Egypt. Now, night game in Egypt. Haven't seen that before.
What did you think?
Windy.
Yeah.
51-point winners, Freo.
Yeah.
Never a good start to the game when your banner's just shredded to pieces for Richmond. Walking out. If your banner's cooked and like it was on the weekend, put it down. The boys don't want to go through that.
Yeah.
Like what's the point of going through? We can see through it.
It's true. It's true.
I can just see the umpires warming up there, you know?
It looked like a used advent calendar.
Yeah, like we look like absolute idiots walking through a banner that's torn to shreds already.
Yeah.
Horrible. So, but their season doesn't matter. They beat Sydney. They beat Sydney. The positives now for them, number 1 pick, Josh Smiley. They're getting him.
Can't believe. I read a stat somewhere that this is the first time they've finished around on the bottom of the ladder. Something crazy like that.
Impressive. They had those Danny Frawley, I think, was coaching at the time. Those years then, it was pretty grim.
Yeah, that was
But
grim.
that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
A long time ago. But it's now getting hard. I find it really hard to watch them. They've got no players, and it's just like, can we just end their season now?
Yeah.
Just bring it to an end because it's hurting my eye. They make me want to put chopsticks in my eyes.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
Now, the chopsticks had a lot of blood on them from the Blues games, but I would have gone back to back chopsticks in the eyes.
Clean them up. And
Clean them up. I couldn't see for a little bit there. The Chinese whispers that have been there all year is that Bolton and Baker to a Perth team. So both had a bit of a training run on there to show the teams what they can do. Bolton was good, kick 4. Baker, not good. 12 touches. So they're going to call his reference checks.
Yeah.
And just see like, hey, has this guy got a good character? Does he work hard?
I love a character reference. That's great.
A bit of a character reference on him to see if like it's worth putting 800 in him. Freo, actually crazy their top 4. We don't give them any respect still.
No.
I know they're far away, guys, for everyone who lives in Melbourne or South Australia or wherever you are, really, outside of Perth. I know they're far away, but they got a bloody good football team over there, guys. A really good football team. So what are they now? 3rd?
They're 3rd, 10 goals, 5 losses, 10 wins, 5 losses.
Josh Tracy, our boy, Big Kahuna, kick 5. They're doing it just going about their business with no fuss.
Yeah.
They're not loud. They're not.
Yeah.
They don't play like an impressive. I mean, it's impressive to win, but not flashy football like a Sydney Swans.
Well, every game is a business trip for them.
Yeah.
It feels like.
Just get to work and say, let's get the job done here, boys.
Yep.
They're impressive. I think home final now is on I saw the projector today. It says if things go the way that the Fox Footy projector says, it'll be a Carlton Freo first final at the G.
Ooh, yeah, right.
A bit like Sydney, I think those interstate teams travelling to the G finals makes me nervous for them. But I think if they can get a home final 2 in a row, then they're laughing.
Then they'll
walk to a grand final.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't know what's going to happen when they get there. So let's respect them, guys. Let's start respecting them. They are contenders now. Real contenders. Melbourne West Coast. D's just did what they had to do. 54 points here. Our best friend, the Michael Jordan commentary, Michael Hill, was in there. Good commentary team. Hutto was in there with him.
It's close to a dream team.
Yeah, it was. It's probably the best we've had in a long time. They were great together as well. Bouncing, wax on, wax off. Now, the Eagles, you have been better this year. Last year you were horrible. This year you've been good, but you're about to take a left turn to Stinkville, and you just moved out of Stinkville. This year you've been good, but it's like Harley has given them a little bit of wallpaper on a cracked wall. Have we been fooled to thinking Harley has turned this club around? Are they still just a shitty ass club?
I think it's a really good call. He's a bit of a band-aid.
It is. It was nice. It was like, oh, that's cool. That's a nice little, this feels good. Is it because of Harley, or are we actually better? I think it's like, okay, now the Harley thing is a long season as an 18-year-old, 19-year-old.
Totally.
That's worn off. So he's getting, slowly getting to the end of the finish line of the first season. I think now we're seeing that, okay, this thing's still the same thing. And they're calling for Simo. They're calling for his head. His job might be on SIG soon.
I mean, I personally just don't see the need to right now. I mean, I can't see him there next year.
I can't either.
But
they're calling for his head. They've had enough. Yeah. He's been such a good coach for a long time, but it's just, I think at some point, a bit like Ken and Port, the messaging has to change.
Yeah.
And you have to find some, you have to inject some youth in there. You're injecting youth for players, but I think a new voice at the top, trickling some new ideas down, a new look on things.
Yep.
I think that'd be good for the footy club.
Agreed.
D's just did what they had to do. Smashed the bottom team, found some form. Now Gordon and Harley got in a fight.
Very intimate, wasn't it?
Yeah. Gordon wasn't happy with him.
No.
Wasn't happy at all.
Back off the Prince.
Yeah, that's the Prince. The Prince's debut on the G was a bit...
One to forget.
Well, no real highlights from him.
No.
Last time they played, he tore him to pieces.
Yeah.
And this time, he just got around. Good experience for him.
Well, it's a cauldron.
It is.
Like, I get it.
It doesn't
I totally
help when your team's getting done by 10 goals either.
No,
you
not
can't
much
always
you can
perform
do.
like that.
What he's supposed to do. Yeah.
No. Yeah, I mean, I want to... D's did what they... There's not much more to say about this game. The D's just did what they had to do. Melksham was good.
Yep.
After a year out with a knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going back. Petty, I think he pushed Petty out.
Yep.
And I don't think Petty can come back in now.
No.
The way Melksham gives him a different look.
Yeah.
He just flies at everything. He's got a bit of pace there. I think it's another avenue other than Fritsch to goal for them.
Yep, agreed.
Melbourne are now 10th.
Mm-hmm.
Play Essendon this week. Could they now find, if they win this on the weekend against Essendon, are we thinking finals?
There's certainly no reason why they can't win, really.
No, I'd probably be backing him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'll back him. I just think they've got a bit more gas in this tank than what we probably thought. Mm-hmm. I know they've had some big ups, some big downs, but I think given the way that they played in the weekend, they were good against Brizzy. They got pipped at the end. So I think that they're just slowly figuring out what they are again.
And even so, like also, so Collingwood played Geelong and they're a spot ahead. They could lose that Collingwood. So, like, certainly top 8 is well within their reach next weekend.
Track was back at the club as well. Saw that.
Good on him.
And then he had his appendix taken out.
Oh,
see
missed that? No.
Yeah, back in hospital. Appendix out, I think it was.
He's had a shock.
Rough run. He was back at the club. Ben Brown made him a cake, which is good.
That's nice of him.
Good to see Ben's busy. So, no, Ben made him a cake. Ben's doing some good. He's become an influencer.
I love Ben Brown,
it's very wholesome. I love it as well.
He's a really
he's a ripper,
guy.
Ben. I like I like that. He's a good family man.
Yeah.
I mean, a long run up, but don't hold that against him.
No.
Good stuff on socials as well. I like it. He's very wholesome, very cute. A lot of whispers around Track maybe not being, again, happy with him in the group chats.
Yeah, in the group chats. What do you mean?
Just Track, how are you feeling? No replies. Leaving group chats in Melbourne. So
you can't. That's a statement, isn't it? When you tap out of a group chat.
Yeah, it means you're sitting there in 10 there. Here we go, mate. Saints by 2 points somehow. Are you kidding me, St Kilda? Are you kidding me? How do you do that? Halftime, we're thinking, here we go, the Saints are going to roll over. And you don't. Only because you've never, ever, and you haven't shown this season, that when you're down by 4 or 5 goals, you don't have that in your DNA to go bang, 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 and get yourself back in the game.
I tell you what, though, I agree with you to a point, but I feel like we've got that capability, but they're not getting over the line. So, like when we played Giants in Canberra, we did do that, but we just fell short. Like, just feels like any form of comeback is just left way too late. And, you know, maybe when we have been able to do that, it's because teams have gone, all right, there's 6 minutes to go. I think we can probably relax a little bit here. But it was very professional. It was great.
without Max King, it was impressive.
It was
like that
really
forward line is
impressive.
makeshift. Your pressure was unbelievable.
Yep.
All day, I think, and that's Ross the Boss just getting to work.
Totally.
That's a Ross the Boss win.
Yep.
If you think of Ross and how he wins, and he's literally going to find a way to beat you. And during the week, he must have said, pressure the absolute shit out of him.
Yep.
I guarantee you get looks at it.
Yep.
And it worked.
Totally.
So again, Freo did it against Sydney. So now the blueprint to beat Sydney is just get after him.
Yep.
And close down their space, because when they have space, like they have shown for 14 rounds this year, they will cut you up. Gordon will. Fluffy will get a hold of you. Now, Fluffy didn't get going. It tried to wake up in the last.
No.
And then they said no.
We were playing too much music. It was sleeping.
Don't know what that means.
Yeah, well, people will.
But it was sleeping, but then it woke up because they get this passionate play where McDonald gets to the end of it, 50 out. A minute to go in the game. Redemption from last week. We all thought last week was an inside job for McDonald going to Freo. He signs with the club and says, listen, I'm sorry about that kick last week. I'm going to put pen to paper. Okay, we love you. Gets another redemption kick. A minute to go. Goes left, misses everything. Poor McDonald. Feel for him. Because now he's not going to get another chance to shake that label.
No.
Last week he could have. And if he didn't get an opportunity like this week, it'd been okay. But because he's had 2 in a row, he's now labelled as the guy that doesn't have ice in his veins until he gets one and he'll sink it.
Yeah.
What's the opposite? Oh, he's got fire in his veins.
Yeah.
He warms up.
I love that.
Doesn't make sense.
Labelled as the guy that doesn't have ice in his veins. Confirmed.
Well, he's actually a good set shot.
Yeah.
But now he's going to have that label that he can't step up in the big time when they need a kick.
I do feel for him because the minute he marked it as well, he signalled straight away. He went, nope, leave. I'm kicking this.
And I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. But it's just unfortunately now you got to kick him.
But he can't.
But there's something that they missed. Well, they kicked 3-11 in the last half. So it's not on him really. He only gets the spotlight because and even 2 weeks in a row. But they had 11. I think they hit the post 5 times.
Also, Papley had a big moment late on in the fourth. I think that was on the full.
Yeah.
From that set shot. Maybe. Yeah, I think it was that on the full. Yeah. So they let us in for sure.
They let you in, but you guys were good. You had moments. The whole game you had moments. You had Marshall. Sorry. You had Dougal Howard.
Yeah.
The point and ends up in the crowd. Thank God it wasn't a Collingwood crowd because he would come out with 0 clothes on, manhandled. So he goes in the crowd. So that's a moment.
Yep.
Marshall stepped up and had 2 on Grundy early. Last quarter, Philippou, who said, Ross, I want to play in the VFL so I can master my craft. Please don't pick me. Comes back. His last quarter was unbelievable.
Yeah, he was special.
He was really good.
And also, I don't know if you picked up on this, but the celebrations from the Saints, I don't know if this is on purpose or they were just really pumped, but these ones,
flexing on
the
them.
double flex, everyone did it.
So Saints are double flexing and
Liam Henry, Rowan Marshall, Philippou, Higgins.
Wow.
And Mason Wood all did the
There's a double flex there happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Just be on Flex Watch because
Okay.
they
So
love
shush
it.
and flex watch.
Yeah.
Shush and flex watch.
Shush and flex. Yeah.
Say that fast.
Yeah, it's a German word. Shush and
it
flex.
is. I reckon the big thing that would have given Saints PTSD through the whole game, the Saints are coming, I think it might be in last quarter. Marshall gets the ball outside 50, open goal square, kicks it, bounces. PTSD, grand final day.
That's a real throwback.
Don't you reckon?
Oh, I
The
felt
way it bounced out of the square?
It was very St Kilda. Yeah, yeah.
Mate, I reckon fans would have just been sitting there going, trigger, where's that file? Yep, there it is.
Yep.
Anxiety, PTSD from what happened. It
You can access it pretty quickly, that memory.
was a horrible bounce.
Yeah. And even Marshall just went, it's like,
Yeah. So what I'm saying is great win. Good to, and you can build off that now for next year. You're not going to make finals, like you're not, but you can take that in saying, okay, Ross is the guy. Because it might have been, not they would have ever got rid of him, but question marks of, hey, is the boss still the boss? I think he is because he pulls that out of his ass.
Oh, yeah.
And for Sydney, you go, okay, seed of doubt about what you're doing as a team now.
Yep.
Last week we gave you an excuse saying, okay, Freo are very good. But I think now there's a seed where you go, I'm not too sure that we can do this outside of Sydney.
Yeah.
Richmond at the G got you. Saints at Marvel got you. You have to play it at the G.
Yeah.
It's not a good way to be at round, going into round 18.
Agreed.
So let's see how they go. BT, you know who's very good and we're on his ass a lot. BT. Last quarter at home, his commentary, because it was hype game, that's his style and voice.
Yeah.
Very good.
It worked out. Okay.
Very good.
Well, I didn't get to, obviously, I didn't
No,
hear him.
I mean, when he's trying to do it when it's a 50-point dead rubber, it's like, okay, not doing the job
feel
correctly.
the vibe a bit
But
more.
he was very good on the couch.
I think
for
he
me.
did say Wangaleen Miller, but that I'll let him off that.
But he said also Bobby Jones. in the Collingwood game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was bad. And the last game of the round, Brisbane v Adelaide. Just another tick of the box for the Brizzy Lions.
Yep.
We spoke about Rankin. He's going to pick Noosa or Bali, so he's done. Neil has said coming for an absolute Brownlow again. 36-3. And they just keep doing what they need to do. Now, it's not super impressive from him, but they just keep winning at home. They keep charging for the 8. They could be top 4 if they keep going.
What a comeback. What a second half of the season.
It's been really, really good.
So what are they? 9 wins, 6 losses. Yeah. I mean, crazier things.
I just think they're getting it right at the right time.
Totally.
I mean, they're doing it a long way out. Our big thing has always been if you play such good footy for a long time, you want to make sure that you line up for the finals. So probably from round 19 through, I think you can carry it out. They have had to go from round 12 because they've been so far behind. So my fear is this fatigue, this winning fatigue that creeps up on you because every game you got to win and get yourself up and win and get like sometimes you can be like, shit, now I'm just tired and it's week 1 of finals.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. Who have they got this week? Do you see?
Yep. So this week, Brisbane have West Coast in Perth.
Again, who knows what West Coast is going to do? What like Harley Reid could do something?
Totally.
But you think they go again, so they're going to have a good look at this thing.
Brisbane Lions, eh?
Crazy. He'll come back.
They brought out some really cool sunglasses as well.
Oh, what are they?
Speed dealers, just with like the Brisbane logo on the side. They're so cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Should get a pair. They listen.
Yeah, well, I inboxed them, didn't get back to me. That's fine.
All right. Hey, that's our episode done. The review of the season. Round.
We're wrapping it up now. You reckon?
I'm done now.
Yeah.
Oh, the round. My leg's a bit sore now.
Yeah, my arm's
How's
gone
your arm?
a little bit.
What a man.
Dead. Oh,
JC's.
Jason, thank you so much.
Great man. If you want a tattoo, go see him. Fat Doodle's Instagram as well. Just a great man. Like won 3 flags.
Yeah.
And then said, it's just not really for me anymore.
Unassuming.
Yeah.
You know, just sort of what, you know.
Yeah. Just an absolute.
Loved it.
Yeah, a lovely guy. So we're very thankful for him coming in and giving us some tats. So well done, mate. You feel good about what you've done today?
Yeah, man. I think I might go and start a bar fight. I don't know, buy a Harley.
You strike me as someone who's ready to just get it on with
No,
someone.
I'm inked up now, mate. So like, who knows
It's
what I'll
different
do.
now, isn't it?
I certainly feel more empowered.
I can see that.
Like I can definitely walk alone in like at night.
Yeah.
I can just go.
And because I've got like 5 now,
Oh well,
I'm 5 times tougher.
yeah, yeah.
I could walk into an Essendon and Collingwood bar and be like, you guys eat my shit.
Yeah. What's that clear
I
skin?
wouldn't do
I'm
that because
looking
I
at?
respect you guys so much.
But you could.
I could.
If you wanted to.
I could. So we've done that.
And also, can I say, this is a great example of we say something, we do it.
I mean, we have done this one. We followed through with it.
So this is good.
Yeah. Matty Hill response was good from last week. Everyone, thanks for that. We what a great man. I think it was good to give people insight of a different side of Matty Hill, just talking about footy or races,
Totally.
like to actually talk to the person.
Yeah.
He was the feedback was great. So thank you all for listening and sending your love.
And we saw that great sign on the weekend, hoodies and soy sauce.
Yeah, that was
How
great.
good. Well done.
Pom-poms are going crazy, getting a lot of pom-poms.
Yeah.
So keep sending everything through. Be careful watching out for this week. Shushes.
Yep. Shush watch. Hush. Hush watch.
Yeah.
That's the big one.
Yeah, that is a big one. All right, we'll wrap it up and we'll see you all on Thursday.
Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.